Alright, welcome back everyone. We got to be getting close to the end because there's not much more room on my table. and the tray of tiny pieces is definitely overflowing. But I do pay attention. I've had a couple of people in the comments tell me this was in the wrong place. But I've got it glued down pretty good. So I'm going to assume that there's going to be, I'm going to hope there's enough slack in the wire to go from there to there. A straight shot would be easier, and hopefully it's not coming up straight from the bottom, but you know, worst comes to worst, I'll drill another hole in there. I think I'm liable to do more damage than good if I try and force that off. But everything else I think is looking really good. The witch's hat, not the best one I've ever made, but I'm going to call it acceptable. It's supposed to crinkle it up pretty good and bend it over and stuff, so I don't love it, but it's not bad. And let's see, I think I am going to glue these in a bit, but I think I've got a plan. Go ahead and do that right now. If it'll stand, yeah. As I was moving around, these cards keep falling out. But what I intended to do is put them in there all cattywampus. Just gonna do a little glue on that inside and that side, and I'm hoping that I can set the edges of these letters in on there. Like I say, I'm gonna do, well, it should not stick to my tweezers. I'm going to do them that way. I do need to put, this is two together, I think. Yeah. So I thought I had more than that. So I'm going to try and do one. Okay, they're not. Yeah, trying to make them sort of see all the corners of them rather than just a solid stack like this bit over here. And a couple straight up and down the front. Let's see if I can put a bead on the bottom of this one. And that's it. Or drop it straight up and down. Like so. And you just create that sort of unorganized chaos to really show all the letters off. I think that's going to be a good deal. I'll set you somewhere where it'll dry, where and dry. But if you're new here, this is what I do. I buy these sets and build them in real time, step by step, so you can see all my successes and all my failures, and hopefully how I fix the inevitable failures that come along. I'm thinking at least 3 more days on this set, maybe 4. I think it depends on how much trouble I have getting the wiring to work. It's always sort of an issue, but not really. I'm not great at it, but I'm good enough that I can get it done. And see, I don't have a whole lot of room left in my little storage tray. All right, but let's say that's the end of those for the day. Set you over here out of the way, and slide right into my first project, which is, it seems like I did this just the other day, the exact same maps and everything. Got to make us a map tube or something, I don't know, not sure exactly what to call it. Let's see here, there you are. Always doing these scrolls, circular things, I always like to get a curl started. And then stick. And these have got to be fairly tight because all three of them got to fit in that cylinder, so I'm probably going to end up gluing the end of these. Yeah, I think that'll be alright. And yep, they'll Gorilla Super Glue out. Not gonna take much. I'll clean that off as good as I can. Yep. Yep. And there's glue on the outside, so paper towel action to wipe that out. And I'm going to do a better job of these other two because that's going to take up a lot of space. Okay. This guy, oops. This one. That first starting is the didn't do one side. And crinkle it up. Okay, so let me take out the damaged edge there. Try that again. Let's it's a little tighter. Alright, so that'll work, I think. Last move. Lay it down, maybe do a better job. Crinkling it up again. Not doing a very good job. No room for that. I can make that work on that. Actually, I'm going to leave that one sort of loose. Have it sort of, yeah, I like having those little flaps showing there. Didn't mean to do that, but I'll take credit for it. That's gonna, yeah. So I got our, that worked out better than I thought it would. Okay. No complaints here. Cut that one. And we're gonna do some gluing on this one. Bring out the, to make some candle holders, just a couple of them. I think it's just two. Yeah. I did not think to make these look candle-ish. Make a little point at the end is all I'm trying to do here. A little bit. Let's see here. This one's not at all. A little bit on that one. It's amazing. Usually these things, let me actually try. Squish them in place. Squish a point on them. Ooh, that actually much better. Yeah, better than a point. It almost looks like, part of it almost looks like it's the wrong color, but it almost looks like a flame. Just yeah, I like that better. Sometimes you get lucky. Okay, now, oh, I didn't even realize these had studs to, so these just go snug fit too. I don't think I may have to glue that one. If they're all that snug, that'd be ideal. I think they are. I was worried about having to wait around for it to dry. Yeah, cool. And the final result's going to be that deal. Okay, but let me grab some of my binder flips here. I think I can get it to grab both of them. Yeah. Use these to hold them vertical. And just drop the old B7000 in each tube. I'll be honest, I was sort of dreading this step. There we go. 4 candle holders. Let's set them aside and let them dry. All right. Excellent. Now, I've got some paintings to make. Should be fairly straightforward. I did the courtesy of labeling all the pieces so you know which square one goes on which square one. Oops. Let's see here. This guy's on you. This guy's on you, and you. And 206 gets this guy. So here you. And 8. And 7. So process of elimination. Here we go. And these should be pretty straightforward too. And keep going at this pace. It's going to be a short video tonight. I'll make up for some of these last couple of nights. Alright, got my old swizzle stick and the B7000. And the squeegee over here too while I'm going. Sort of. I think I can get the same effect by just swirling the picture around, but let's see. I don't think that one's going anywhere. Yeah, I think I'll forego the swizzle stick. I don't think that was. I think it'll be easier to do it with the picture. Seems to work pretty good anyway. Alright. I think I'm going to get slowed down on not the next step, but the step after that. I think it looks like it's fairly tedious. Not as bad as making 23 books at one go, but I'm getting a little glue contamination between my squeegeeing my fingers. Clean that off a little bit. There's one good thing about using the essentially rubber cement based glues like this. It does rub off pretty quickly. A little friction and it generally cleans pretty good. Okay, now the most ornate of my pictures. That's the one they actually gave us two of, just in case we goofed up. Let's make sure I get a little bit up in those corners. Last one. That didn't work. Alright. Oh, got all those guys together. And continuing with the wall decoration theme. Get to do a clock. Pretty straightforward, just a two-piecer. Okay. Okay, it looks like those ears are supposed to line up. So I got the clock face there. That's just I'll put glob there. I think that's about right. Should have done this part first though. So there for the clock face. There where 12's at. I think I just moved my let's see here. Grab a couple scraps maybe. Okay. And set you aside without breaking everything. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I wasn't expecting this to go this quickly, so I hate to complain about it, but I was expecting it to take longer to do, especially like I said, I thought the candlesticks was going to be much more involved. So we get making 6 of these, 3 facing that way and 3 facing that way. So, yeah. Didn't do the greatest job of cutting these out. It's ultra detailed. But try and run this tail through that top part. Spread it around good. I was not expecting to get this much done in less than 30 minutes. Especially with the intro and everything. Once again, not complaining, just sort of surprised. Alright, well, that's a good time to take a break because I'm about to run out of time on my SD card, so let's stick these over here and I've only got like one more little thing to do. I'll take a gander through the instructions, see if I can find some more, but we are going to wrap up early tonight. So, be right back with, like I say, that one more thing I've got planned. And, yeah, cool. Alright. Okay. So, these are come out of the way up on the drying area. And this should be really simple. And I think I've convinced myself to make another run at putting the handle on the lamp. If I can find where I put, there it is. So take that out and see if I can. I just dropped it over. Yep. And those seem to have set in place good. So that's, yeah, I'm digging how that turned out. So put you back over there. I thought just laid down that twist tie. That actually might be a little bit better, a little lower, thinner gauge than the wire. I may have just found something to improvise with. Well, I was looking for the actual. Can't find it. Yeah. I was like, that's flexible, more forgiving. I think, yeah. That's what I'm going to be end up making up my handle out of. But that's for after we get done with this. Okay, so make sure I get this right. So we got them facing. Make sure we got them mirroring each other. Well, actually, in the picture they have it like this. Yeah, those going. Yeah, okay, so that's how they got them in the picture. So I guess that's what we'll do with them here. Bring out the old B7000 again. And I'm just gonna and just a few in the middle, I think. I think it's necessary, but it won't hurt since I've got some good surface areas here to use. And doesn't appear to be a coating on this one. It is, it's really thin. Try and line it up with the edge here, because I did notice when I did my dry fit that there's quite a bit of excess on this one. So I'm gonna line it up there, and I say it's still, I think you can sort of see how much it's sticking over there. I've found it's easier to cut off a lot of excess on one side than is a little excess on both sides. So I'm just trying to make sure it's good and square with this side and this side. My intention. Okay. So let's see. I'll probably. I'll wait until tomorrow and I'll just trim off the excess on both edges there. And this one. Here, just try and hit edge. Good the first time. Alright. Like I said, that was where I was planning on stopping tonight. But I say I was also planning on taking it much longer to get all that other stuff done. Yeah. And once again, I'm real pleased with these candle tips and sort of clock's looking okay. Of course, that didn't change nothing. But let's see here. Now back to this thing. Not procrastinating. Let's see if I can get that. Just got a little wrinkle there, but it still should pull that out. And I think, and I've got one of the ginormous binder clips that I think would be ideal. In my mind. I think I've cleaned up now. I can't find anything. You know, relatively speaking. But I think that thing's big enough where it would actually fit down in there. So that would be something to hold the handle up. I say I cleaned up. I've rearranged my mess. Is it behind me? No. Let's see. It's in here somewhere. I don't think I put it in the tool chest. That's where it would have been. Well, I thought that was going to be a good idea. Let's see. Oh well, I guess I've given you all enough time staring at this. Let's see here. Got this down to right there, I think. And a little bit popping out the end there, so let's pop that off too. Okay, and I'm going to go with super glue, I think. And actually, all the lanterns I've ever used, it's always been on the top. I'm actually going to name for that would be greedy a name for that. Let's make it a little bit tighter. All right. Let's see here. There. Sort of have my doubts, but hey. Never know till you try. Yeah, I'm going to give it a good 10 seconds anyway. Maybe more. I think if I don't touch it, that might stick. It's a little off center, but I'll make sure and put it in there like that. But I think that looks pretty good. Got our little yellow lantern in there, a little yellow doodad in there. And that, yeah, that satisfies me. I don't wonder how many times I'll knock it off before I actually get to install it. But that's about all she wrote tonight. I say that got us. I say that through there, and I say we're moving on to the structure next. Get to put our balcony and stuff in tomorrow, it looks like, and some of the decorations. We should get that far. And then we get into the wiring. Oh joy. Get to play with fire, so that's gonna be fun. Looks like a motion sensor switch. I didn't really pay much attention to it whenever it came when I pulled it out. Yes, you know what I'm saying. It's gonna be an interesting few more days. Like I say, 3 to 4 more days, I'd say it's gonna be probably as good as I'm gonna do. Pull these back off the foam because I'm sure that glue's set up good enough now. I may have gotten a little bit long with my candles. Of course, got all our pictures. And whatever these things are, I'm not sure where they're going to end up putting them. And our lamp lights. But yeah, I think, like I say, fairly short one for me here lately anyway. Night, but I think it's a good place to stop. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share, do whatever you want to with all that. Be good to one another, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.